Okay, so I'm going to print the next greater element. This is number 1, by the way. For this one, so what I'm going to do is when I'm comparing elements, so whenever I go through 4, 5, 2, 25. So if I'm going through this element, what I'm going to do is I'm going to store each of the element that I want to compare inside a stack. So I'm going to draw a call stack like this. So since the next element is bigger than 4, so I'm just going to print 5 is paired to 4, right? So now we have an empty call stack. So after that, I'm going to put 5 in here, but then the next element is not bigger than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 inside it, and then I see 25, right? So that way I dequeue this element, and then I also dequeue this element because 25 is bigger than both of them. So anything that remains in the stack is not going to have the next greater element, and it's going to print -1. So which is the case for number 25, right? So in order to do this, first I gotta declare the stack, new stack, and I'm going to write a for loop. So for int I equals 0, I is less than nums.length there's no parentheses. And so when I'm first iterating, it's going to be empty. However, there are cases where it's not empty, so I have to put a check here. While stack empty, if the number I'm iterating is bigger than stack dot pop, actually I shouldn't do that. I should do peek. So if I peek at it, and then if it's bigger than that value, then I'm going to print console.write nums I plus stack.peek. Yep. And so that's when stack is not empty, right? But then initially I'm not going to have any element in the stack, so I'm going to push the element in the item. So that case, this is when I'm first iterating. So I'm putting the element into the stack, and the comparison happens right after the iteration. So for first element, the comparison will happen in the next element. So yeah, and let's say this wasn't true, then it will not print anything. Oh, actually, I have to st.pop. Yeah, so I had to pop it manually. So it would have been better if I had a variable that, and then that equal to s dot pop. And then if didn't happen, I could have pushed back. Then this works too. But anyways, so if the comparison was successful, I'll get rid of the element that I compare from the stack. Yeah, and then after that, if it happens so that they don't have any elements, I mean, so the element were left over in the stack, then I do while. So that means there wasn't any bigger element. Console. All right. So nums, actually this time it's gonna be s dot pop plus -1, and that will be it.